The story begins in the year 1730, 20 years before the events of Act 1. We are in the Piazzetta in Venice. Look out for Inez emerging from the ducal palace, holding the infant prince, heir to the throne of Barataria. She is looking for a gondolier called Baptisto Palmieri, to whom she will entrust the baby she holds.
All you maidens love them.
How should we?
These gondoliers are to be happy greatly. Lord, what a rush! One and all adore you, have pity on our passion. We implore you.
These gentlemen must make their choice before you. They have been tired with chastity adore you. When they have chosen to God leaves you plenty, 2,000 men, and 320 till then. The joy of your connected.
Nobody comes bloody chanting. how you may propose to let him all who fates elect, call them a mate. These handkerchiefs upon our eyes be good enough to buy,
and take good care that both of us are absolutely blind. Then turn us one, then we with all convenience and dispatch
we'll undertake to marry any two of you we catch.
We'll undertake to marry any two of us they catch. Are you peeping? Can you see me?
God, I'm keeping dark and swinging.
And you say so?
All right-minded players play so.
Conduct shady, or keeping surely they deserve a beating. It's too much for maidens mocking conduct such as truly shock. You can spice and shut your eyes, you can spice and shut your eyes, you can spice and shut your eyes, you can My papa, he keeps 3 horses, black and white and dappled racer. Turn 3 times and take your courses, catch whichever girl you may, sir.
My papa, he keeps 3 horses, black and white and dappled racer. Turn 3 times and take your courses, catch whichever girl you may, sir. My papa, he keeps 3 horses, black and white and dappled racer. I've at length achieved a capture. This is Tessa. Rapture, rapture.
To me, Gianetta, fate is granted. Just the very girl I wanted.
If you'd rather change,
My goodness, this indeed is simple rudeness.
crumb. To Venetia's shores have come. To Venetia's shores have come. And if ever we get to Spain, we will never see it again. We will never see it again.
Neither that ran we from the Spanish shore, the noble Duke of Plaza,
nor his Grace's Duchess staunch and true, and his Grace's daughter too,
nor his Grace's own particular drum. To Venetia's shores have come. To Venetia's shores have come. If ever we get back to Spain, we will never see it again. We will never see it again. We will never see it again.
At last, we have arrived at our destination. This is the ducal palace, and it is here that the Grand Inquisitor resides. As the Castilian hidalgo of the highest degree, and the product of many noble generations, I regret that I am unable to pay my state visit on a horse. As the Castilian hidalgo of that description, I should have preferred to ride through the streets of Venice. But owing, I presume, to an unusually wet season, the streets are in such a condition that equestrian exercise is impracticable. No matter. Where is our suite?
Your Grace, I'm here.
why do you not do yourself the honour to kneel when you address his Grace?
My love is so small a matter. Still, you may as well do it.
The young man seems to entertain but an imperfect appreciation of the respect due from a menial to a Castilian hidalgo.
My child, you are hard upon us, sweet.
Papa, I have no patience for the presumption of persons in his pebbly position. If he does not appreciate that position, let him be whipped until he does.
Well, let us hope the addition was not intended as a slight. I should be much hurt if I thought it was. So would he. Where are the halberdiers who were to have had the honour of meeting us here, so that our visit in the Grand Inquisitor might be made and become in state?
Your Grace, the halberdiers are mercenary people who stipulated for a trifle on account.
Oh, how tiresome. Well, let us hope the Grand Inquisitor is a blind gentleman. And the band, who are to have had the honour of escorting us. I see no band.
Your Grace, the band are sordid persons who require to be paid in advance.
That's so like a band.
Oh, insuperable difficulties meet me at every turn.
But surely they know his Grace.
Exactly. They know his Grace.
Let us hope the Grand Inquisitor is a deaf gentleman. A cornet à piston would be something. You do not happen to have the accomplishment of tootling like a cornet à piston?
Alas, no, Your Grace, but I can imitate a farmyard. Moo! Moo!
I don't see how that could help us. I don't see how we could bring it in.
It would not help us in the least. We are not a parcel of graziers come to market. Don't.
My love, our sweet feelings. Be so good as to ring the bell and inform the Grand Inquisitor that His Grace, the Duke of Plaza Toro, Count Matadoro, Baron Picadoro,
And sweet.
and sweet, have arrived at Venice and beg
Desire.
Demand.
and demand an audience.
Your Grace has but to command.
I felt sure. I felt sure of it. And now, my love, shall we tell her? I think so. And now, my love, prepare for a magnificent surprise. it is my agreeable duty to reveal to you a secret which should make you the happiest young lady in Venice.
A secret?
A secret which it has, for state reasons, been necessary to preserve for 20 years.
When you were a prattling babe of 6 months old, you were married by proxy to no less a personage than the infant son and heir of His Majesty, the immeasurably wealthy King of Barataria.
Married to the infant son of the King of Barataria? Was I consulted? Then it was most impertinent presumption.
Oh, consider his extreme youth and forgive him. Shortly after the ceremony, the misguided monarch abandoned the creed of his forefathers and became a Wesleyan Methodist of the most bigoted and persecuting type. The Grand Inquisitor, determined that the innovation should not be perpetuated in Barataria, caused your smiling and unconscious husband to be stolen and conveyed to Venice. A fortnight ago, the Methodist monarch and all his Wesleyan court were killed in an insurrection. And we are here to ascertain the whereabouts of your husband and to proclaim you, our daughter, as Her Majesty, the reigning Queen of Barataria.
Your Majesty.
It is at such moments as these that one feels how necessary it is to travel with a full bag.
I, the Queen of Barataria, but I have nothing to wear. We are practically penniless.
That has not escaped me. Although I am unhappily in straitened circumstances at present, my social influence is something enormous. And a company to be called the Duke of Plaza Toro Limited is in course of formation to work me. An influential directorate has been secured, and I shall myself join the board after allotment of shares.
Am I to understand that Queen of Barataria may be called upon at any time to witness her honoured sire in process of liquidation?
The speculation is not exempt from that drawback. If your father should stop, it will of course be necessary to wind him up.
Oh, it's so undignified! It's so degrading! A grandee of Spain turned into a public company!
My child!
Such a thing was never heard of!
The Duke of Plaza Toro does not follow fashions. He leads them. He always leads everybody. When he was in the army, he led his regiment. He occasionally led them into action. He invariably led them out of it.
In enterprise of martial kind, when there was any fight, he led his regiment from behind. He found it as sight. But when away his regiment and his place was at the Forum, that celebrated,
Cultivated, underrated nobleman, the Duke of Plaza Toro.
In the first and foremost fight, he always won at night, and celebrated, cultivated, underrated nobleman, the Duke of Plaza Toro.
When fate destructions had to hide, they all proceeded. No soldier in that gallant lad did half as well as he did. He lay concealed throughout the war, and so preserved his law. That unaffected, undetected, well-connected warrior, the Duke of Plaza Toro.
In every dirty deed, he always chose the lead. That unaffected, undetected, well-connected warrior, the Duke of Plaza Toro.
But you will be shot unless they never serve.
Less he sent his resignation, the first of all his call. A merry, no-blowing, easy-going pallet in the Duke of Plaza Hall. To bear across a train, he always showed the way, and very, very, overflowing, easy-going pallet in the Duke of Plaza Toro. And very, very, overflowing, easy-going pallet in the Duke of Plaza Toro.
Barataria? The child who was stolen in infancy by the Inquisition?
Same. But of course you know his story.
Well, know his story? I have often told you that my mother was the nurse to whose charge he was entrusted.
True. I had forgotten. Well, he has been discovered, and my father has brought me here to claim his hand.
But you will not recognise this marriage. It took place when you were too young to understand its import.
Nay, Lewis. Cease to torture me with vain entreaties.
But stay. The present and the future, they are another's. But the past, that at least is ours, and none may take it from us. As we may revel in naught else, let us revel in that.
I don't think I grasp your meaning.
Yet it is logical enough. You say you cease to love me.
I say I may not love you.
Ah, but you do not say you did not love me.
I loved you with a frenzy that words are powerless to express, and that 10 brief minutes since.
Exactly. My own.
Ah.
That is until 10 minutes since my own. My lately loved, my recently adored. Tell me that until, say, a quarter of an hour ago, I was all in all to thee.
I see your idea. It's ingenious. Oh, but don't do that!
There can be no harm in revelling in the past.
None whatever. But an embrace cannot be taken to act retrospectively.
Perhaps not. Ah, Casilda, you are to me as the sun is to the earth.
And now our love, solemn memory.
Must it be so, Casilda?
Louis, it must be so.
There was a time forever gone, how woe is me. It was no crime to love, but he alone, how woe is me. One heart, one life, one soul, one name, one goal. Each to the other's blood, each holy one. How woe is me, how woe is me. Oh, Mary, Mary, let her grave close all the days that were, that never will be more. Oh, Mary, Mary, let her condemn, and let her whirlwind mourn its requiem.
As the last kiss leaves us gonna close, woe is me. And as the golden sheaves that love of ours, woe is me. Moments of fate
Oh, Mary, Mary, let her grave close all the days that were, that never will be more. Oh, Mary, Mary, let her whirlwind mourn its requiem. Its My child, allow me to present His Distinction, Don Alambre del Valero, the Grand Inquisitor of Spain. It was His Distinction who so thoughtfully abstracted your infant husband and brought him to Venice.
So, this is the little lady who's been so unexpectedly called upon to perform the functions of royalty. And a very nice little lady, too.
Jimp, isn't she?
Distinctly Jimp. Allow me. Naughty temper.
Oh, you must make some allowance. Her Majesty's head is a little turned by her access of dignity.
I had wished that Her Majesty's access of dignity had turned it in this direction.
Unfortunately, if I am not mistaken, there seems to be some little doubt as to the whereabouts of His Majesty.
Some doubt as to his whereabouts. Then we may yet be saved.
A doubt? Oh dear me, no. No doubt at all.
He is here, in Venice, plying the modest but picturesque calling of a gondolier. I can give you his address. I see him every day. In the entire annals of our history, there is absolutely no circumstance so entirely free from any manner of any doubt of any kind whatsoever. Listen! And I'll tell you all about it. I stole the prince and I brought him here and left him gaily prattling with a highly respectable gondolier who promised the royal babe to rear and teach him the trade of a timonier with his own beloved prattling. The babes grew strong and stout, considering all things clever. That there is no manner of doubt, no probable possible shadow of doubt, no possible doubt whatever.
No possible doubt whatever.
But knowing I'm much disposed to fear for his terrible taste for tippling, that highly respectable gondolier could never declare with a mind sincere which of the two was his offspring dear, and which the royal stripling. Which was which he could never make out, despite his best endeavour. Of that there is no manner of doubt, no probable possible shadow of doubt, no possible doubt whatever.
No possible doubt whatever.
Time spared, and when at the end of the year I sought that infant cherished, that highly respectable gondolier was lying a corpse on his humble bier. I dropped a grand inquisitor's tear. That gondolier had perished, a taste for drink combined with doubt had doubled him up forever. Of that there is no manner of doubt, no probable possible shadow of doubt, no possible doubt whatever.
No possible doubt whatever.
The children followed his old career, this statesman can't be parried. Of a highly respectable gondolier, well, one of the two who will soon be here. But which of the two is not quite clear? Is the royal prince you married? Search in and out and round about, and you'll discover never a tale so free from every doubt, or probable possible shadow of doubt, or possible doubt whatever.
A tale so free from every doubt, or probable possible shadow of doubt, or possible doubt whatever.
To one of two gondoliers, but it is impossible to say which.
Without any doubt of any kind whatsoever. But be reassured, the nursemaid to whom the young prince was entrusted is the mother of that musical young man who is such a past master of that delicately modulated instrument. She can, no doubt, establish the king's true identity beyond all question.
Heavens, how did he know that?
My young friend, a Grand Inquisitor is always up to date. His mother is at present the wife of a highly respectable and old-established brigand, who maintains an established practice in the mountains around Cordova. Accompanied by two of my emissaries, he will set up at once for his wife's address. She will return, and if she has any trouble in making up her mind, the persuasive influence of the torture chamber will jog her memory.
But bless my heart, consider my position. I am the wife of one, that's very true. But who can tell, except by intuition, which is the prince and which the gondolier?
Submit to fate without unseemly wrangle. Such complications frequently occur. Life is one closely complicated tangle. Death, the only true unravel.
from giving up, then take it as it comes, take it as it comes. Take the blood, fill the cup, lest from sorrow we should stop. Take life as it comes.
but in real earnest. What's a bachelor? A mere nothing, a chrysalis. He can't be said to live. He merely exists.
What a delightful institution marriage is. Why did we waste all this time? Why didn't we marry years ago?
Because you couldn't find anybody nice enough.
Because you were waiting for us.
I suppose that was the reason. We were waiting for you without knowing it. Hello.
Good morning!
If this man's an undertaker, it's a bad omen.
Celebration of some sort going on?
He is an undertaker. No, just an unimportant family gathering, nothing in your line.
Ah, somebody's birthday then, I suppose.
Yes, mine. And mine.
And mine.
And mine.
Curious coincidence. And, how old may you all be?
It's a rude question, but about 10 minutes.
Remarkably fine children. But surely you are jesting.
In other words, we were married about 10 minutes since.
Married? You don't mean to say that you're married?
Ah, yes, we are married.
What, both of you?
All four of us!
Bless my heart, this is extremely awkward.
You don't mind, I suppose.
You were not thinking of either of us for yourself, I presume. Oh, Giuseppe, look at him. He was. He's heartbroken.
What? No, I wasn't.
Now, my man, we've nothing in your line today. So if your curiosity is satisfied, you can go.
You mustn't call me your man. It is a liberty. I don't think you know who I am.
No, indeed. We are jolly Gondoliers, the sons of Battista Palmieri, leader of the last revolution, a Republican's heart and soul. We hold all men to be equal. As we abhor oppression, we abhor kings. As we detest vain rank, we detest vanity. As we despise hypocrisy, we despise wealth. We are Venetian Gondoliers, your equals in everything except our calling, and for that we are your masters and your humble servants.
Bless my heart, how unfortunate. One of them is the son of Battista, or anything known to the contrary, but the other is no less a personage than the only living son of the late king of Barataria.
What?
And I trust, it was the one who slapped me on the shoulder and called me his man.
One of us a king?
No brothers?
The king of Barataria? Who'd have thought it?
But which is it?
Well, what does it matter? As you're both Republicans and hold kings in detestation, of course you'll abdicate at once. Good morning.
Oh, no, don't do that!
Wait. When I said I detested kings, I meant I detested bad kings. Yes.
I see. It is a delicate distinction.
Quite so. Now, I can conceive a sort of king, an ideal king, the creature of my fancy, you know, who would be quite objectionable. The sort of king, for instance, who would abolish all taxes and make everything cheap. Except, of course, Gondoliers.
And give a great many free entertainments to the Gondoliers.
And set off fireworks on the Grand Canal. And engage all the Gondoliers for the occasion.
And spread money on the Rialto among the Gondoliers.
Such a king would be blessed among his people. And if I were a king, that would be the sort of king that I would be.
So would I.
That sounds suspiciously like Trassonomics. That's in Barataria. Anyway, I'm glad to see that your objections are not insuperable.
No, they're not insuperable.
No, they're not insuperable.
Besides, we're open to conviction.
Yes, they are open to conviction.
Oh, they've often been convicted.
Our opinions may be ill-formed, erroneous, formed on insufficient grounds, but I have a very dim view of the politician who's not open to conviction.
Oh, he's a fine fellow.
Yes, that's the sort of politician for my money.
Then we'll consider it settled. Now then, as the country is in a state of insurrection, it is imperative that you take the reins of office at once. And until it is ascertained as to which one of you is to be king, I've arranged for the two of you to reign jointly. so that there can be no question as to the validity of your acts.
As one individual?
As one individual.
But like this?
Like this?
Yeah, something like that.
And we may take our friends with us and give them places about the court.
Undoubtedly. That's always done. I'm convinced.
So am I. Then the sooner we're off, the better. We'll just run home and pack up a few things.
Stop! Stop! That won't do. Ladies are not admitted.
What?
Not admitted. Not at first. Afterwards, perhaps. We'll see.
You don't mean to say you're going to separate us from our wives?
This is very awkward. Only for a time. Say a few months. After all, what is a few months?
We've only been married half an hour. Kind sir, you cannot have the heart of lives to part from those who an hour ago we were united. Before each blowing of your stem, oh, look at them and pause before you dearest all uninvited. You men can never understand that heart and hand cannot be separated when we go away. You say of only women's eyes to eyes, and only women's hands, oh men, to set you burning. Oh me, you men can never understand that woman's heart is one with woman's heart. Some kind of charm you seem to find in womankind, some source of unexplained delight, unless you taste. But what attracts you, I confess, I cannot guess. To me, a woman's face is quite uninteresting. If from my sister I were taught it could evolve, I should no doubt be horrified, but I would wait. But woman's quite another thing. He is my king, he has my heart, and beside shall ever share it.
Do not give way to this uncalled for grief. Your separation shall be very brief. To ascertain which is the king and which the other, to Barataria's court I'll bring his foster mother. A former nursling to declare will be delighted. That's settled. Let each happy pair be reunited.
Viva! His argument is strong. Viva! We will not part it long. Viva! It will be settled soon. Viva! It comes the honeymoon. Viva! Viva! Viva!
Then one of us will be a queen and let her do some more, with a crown instead of a hat on her head, though long like cold door. Though nevertheless she'll look so mean, out you know she'll be known, and like Camilla she'll hold and tell a power behind the throne.
Oh, 'tis so noisy and mean to be a regular royal queen. No princess from so anywhere, no
and half a fan, but right down regular royal queen. If anyone to write and book and lives and a feeling so, then without a care she will very soon dare to take her away from more. She'll give an extremely haughty look, it's absolutely clear. If you're away in the USA, you don't need houses here. Oh, Jesus, the lowest thing I think to be a regular royal queen. No princess comes from anywhere, no half and that. Regular royal queen.
She'll certainly take your charity fund to make her image good. In a president's role, she's very sold in everything she should. The choice of dress she'll never shirk. She'll not be dowdy or drab. She will gain a passion for setting fashion, and attention she will grab.
Oh, 'tis the lowest thing I think to be a regular royal queen. No princess comes from anywhere, no half and that, but regular royal queen.
The populace will scrape and bow and double themselves in two, and open their eyes in blank surprise at whatever she likes to do. And everybody will roundly vow she's as fair as the flowers in May, and say, how clever, at whatsoever she condescends to say. Oh, 'tis the lowest thing I think to
be a regular royal queen. No princess comes from anywhere, no half and that, but regular royal queen. Oh, 'tis the glorious thing I think to be a regular royal queen. Right down regular
palaces I
find I
sestieri,
publican
fallacies I
find I
sestieri,
publican
fallacies.
And they know we object to pavilions and palaces. How can they respect our Republican fallacies?
For everyone who feels inclined some those we undertake to find congenial with this frame of mind they all shall equal be.
The Chancellor in his rebuke, the Earl, the Marquis and the Duke, the groom, the butler and the cook, they all shall equal be.
The aristocrat who bites with foot, the aristocrat who hunts and shoots, the aristocrat who queens a foot, they all shall equal be.
The noble lord who rules the state, the noble lord who scrubs the plate,
noble lord who scrubs the plate, they all shall equal be.
The Lord High Bishop on the docks, the Lord High Coachman on the box,
all the vagabond in the stocks, they all shall equal be.
For everyone that feels some rights and souls they undertake to find congenial in this frame of mind, congenial in this frame of mind, they all shall equal be. Sing high, sing low, wherever they go. Sing high, sing low, wherever they go. Wherever they go, wherever they go, they all shall equal be.
Sing high, sing low, wherever they go. Sing high, sing low, wherever they go. Wherever they go, they all shall equal be.
feelings rent my soul apart. The thought of royal dignity elects me. But leaving thee behind me breaks my heart.
Farewell, my love, on board you must be getting. But while upon the sea you gaily roam, remember that a heart for thee is fretting. The tender little heart you've left at home. Now look, oh dear, wishes here were your way. It's understood you will not stray, and you will stray. To every trace of maiden grace you will be blind, and will not close by any chance on womankind. If you were wise, you shut your eyes till we arrive, and not address a lady less than 35. You'll please to throw away now that you
gentlemen with republic equality. This form of government we find the core idea of its time.
And despotism strict combined with absolute equality. With absolute equality. Of happiness, the benefit, the matter, the unity, the monarchy, the seven with republican equality. Republican equality.
Two kings of undue pride bereft who act in perfect unity. Who yoke and order right to left with absolute impunity. Who put the subjects at their ease by doing all they can to please. And thus the one that bread and cheese is every opportunity. And thus the one that bread and cheese is every opportunity. We act in perfect unity. We act in perfect unity. Happiness, the benefit, the matter, the unity, the monarchy, the seven with republican equality. Republican equality, seven with equality.
Gentlemen, we are much obliged to you for your expressions of satisfaction and good feeling. I say, we are much obliged to you for your expressions of satisfaction and good feeling.
We are here.
We are delighted at any time to fall in with sentiments so charmingly expressed.
That's all right. That's all right.
At the same time, there is just one little grievance we'd like to ventilate.
What?
Don't be alarmed. It's nothing serious. You see, when we were told that we were to rule, we were told we were to rule as one individual.
Exactly.
Now, see, we are in fact two individuals.
I don't think we can go into that. It is a legal fiction, and legal fictions are solemn things. Situated as we are, we cannot recognise two independent responsibilities.
No, but you can recognise two independent appetites. It's all very well saying that we must rule as one individual, but when you supply us with only one ration between the both of us, I would describe it as a legal fiction gone a little too far.
It's a rather nice point. Don't like to express an opinion. Suppose we reserve it for argument before the full court.
Yes, but what are we to do in the meantime?
We want our tea!
I think we may make an interim order for double rations on their Majesty's undertaking, the usual, to indemnify in the event of an adverse decision.
That, I think, will suit the case. But you must work hard. Stick to it. Nothing like work.
Yes, we quite understand that one who holds the magnificent position of king should do something to justify it. We are called Your Majesty. We are allowed to buy ourselves magnificent clothes. Our subjects frequently nod to us in the streets. The sentries return our salutes. And we hold the principal lists of the principal charities. The least we can do is do something to justify ourselves about the palace. Rising early in the morning, we devour some nuts and seeds. If we haven't finished yawning, that's enough for basic needs. Then we embark without delay on the duties of the day. If we're feeling rather sputtered, we may dress ourselves in tartan without feelings of embarrassment or guilt. There is nothing for foreign in the wearing of a sporran, and there's nothing beats the freedom of a kilt. Then we hold a conversation with the trees. Duke of York. How best to give a television talk? In the papers we are scanning for the buildings they are planning. For it may turn out the architect is really off his head. If we find it's a kabungle, then by German bombs or other, we should set about building model villages instead. Then a few of cravings dinner, we go down and order dinner, but we frequently discover that the kitchen is a mess. If no sandwiches are handy, then we do the same as Andy, and we hurry down for lunch at the Pizza Express. Oh, philosophers may sing of the troubles of the king, but the duties are delightful and the privilege is great. But if things could be done better, there's a new black spider letter to be sent out very quickly to the Minister of State.
Oh, philosophers may sing of the troubles of the king, but the duties are delightful and the privilege is great. But the privilege and pleasure that we treasure beyond measure is to ride on little errands for the ministers of state.
Then we polished off some batches of political dispatches relating to the world environment. Ever wary we reflect as when the laws do not affect us, we may ratify an act of parliament. Then we feel that we should certainly be there. There's a very recent double-headed stamp. In addition, we shall have to make quite sure that it's even more expensive than before. If diplomacy would like keeping Mrs. von der Leyen, this is formally requested by the Minister of State. If you think that is the table, you should see our one's a framework. It's a very good example, even though it's rather late. Then we plan the coronation where we hope for adulation, and of course we must be quite sure that there's nothing there to spoil. It would be a disappointment if we use the wrong anointment, so it's vegan matter only for the coronation oil. Philosophers may sing of the troubles of the king, but the duties there are many and the worries there are none. With a pleasure that's emphatic, we retire to our attic with a gratifying feeling that our duty has been done.
Oh, philosophers may sing of the troubles of the king, but the treasures there are many and the worries there are none. And the culminating pleasure that we treasure beyond measure is the gratifying feeling that our duty has been done.
Yes, it is a very pleasant existence. Then let us have all the fun and never seem to grudge it.
It makes one feel quite selfish. It almost seems like taking advantage of their good nature.
How nice they were about the extra rations.
Most considerate. There's only one thing wanting to make us thoroughly comfortable.
And that is?
The dear little wives we left behind us 3 months ago.
Ah, yes. It is rather dull without female society. We can do without most things, but we can't do without that.
And if we have that in perfection, we have everything. There's only one thing for perfect recipe. Take a pan of sparkling ice, it'll never end anon in a merciful eclipse. Do not heed the mild surprise and pass the Rubicon. Take a pair of rosy lips. Take a figure twinkling land, such as admiration weds. Take a tender little hand, filled with dainty fingerlets, pressed in parenthesis. Take them, keep them if you can, take all these lucky men, take them, keep them if you can, if you can. upon it if you can, take my hand so happy act upon it if you can, take my hand so happy man, act upon it if you can, act upon it if you can, and then if you
After you left, we felt very dull and mopey, and the days crawled by, and you never wrote. So at last I said to Gianetta, I can't stand this any longer. Those two poor monarchs haven't got anyone to mend their stockings, sew on their buttons, or patch their clothes. At least I hope they let us all pack up a change and go and see how they're getting on. And she said done, and they all said done. And we asked old Jacopo to lend us his boat, and he said done. And we crossed the sea. And thank goodness that's done. And here we are. And I've done. And now, which of you is king? And which of us is queen?
Well, we won't know that until the nurse turns up. But, in the meantime, let us make some preparations for our honeymoon. Gentlemen, will you allow us to offer you a magnificent banquet?
We will.
And ladies, what would you say for a dance?
Oh, a banquet and a dance? Oh, it's too much happiness.
Good evening. Fancy ball?
Oh, just a little dance. Sorry you're late.
But I saw a groom dancing and a footman.
Yes, that's the Lord High Footman.
And dear me, a common little cook.
Ah, that's the Lord High Cook.
But surely the servants' hall is the place for these gentry.
The servants' hall has been repurposed by the monarchy. Tickets are available in the Treasurer's office.
We really needed a place that we could call our own.
I'm afraid I am not quite equal to the intellectual pressure of this conversation.
Oh, it's quite simple. The monarchy has been remodelled on Republican principles.
What?
That means that everybody is the head of their department and all departments are equal.
I see. Oh.
I'm afraid you're annoyed.
No, I won't say that. It's just not quite what I expected.
I'm ever so sorry.
So am I.
By the by, would you like something to eat? A macaroni or a rusk, perhaps?
No, nothing.
Ah, obliged to be careful.
Yes, gout. You see, in every court there are distinctions that must be observed.
Oh, there are there?
Well, of course. I mean, for instance, you wouldn't have a Lord High Chancellor play leapfrog with his own cook. Ugh.
Why not?
Why not? Because the Lord High Chancellor is a personage of great dignity, who should never, under any circumstances, be expected to be placed into a position of being told to tuck in his tuppenny. Well, except by noblemen of his own rank. The Lord High Archbishop, for instance, might tell a Lord High Chancellor to tuck in his tuppenny. But certainly not a cook, gentlemen, certainly not a cook.
Not even a Lord High Cook?
My young friend, that is not a rank that is recognised in the Lord Chamberlain's office.
Oh.
No, it won't do. I'll give you an instance in which the experiment was tried. A house of peers in days of old held the country in a stranglehold, and so continued in this mould, democracy rejected. So it went on for many years, through changes in the house of peers. All this despite the many fears that peers could be elected. The peerage was hereditary, and in the upper house you see all dukes and earls that there may be. They sought to make it fairer. Yes, they sought to make it fairer. To this idea all would conform, that live peers should make up the norm. Now they have come in such a swarm, aristocrats are rarer. To this again we quickly warm, and live peers should make up the norm. Now they have come in such a swarm, aristocrats are rarer. The government has since made hordes of sympathetic noble lords, and each one votes in their accord, so their support is vital. That's what the government intends, not every one of them attends, and they may never make amends. Some only want the title. And of these noble lords you'll see with more than one nationality. A father in the KGB, a big newspaper owner. The government is overseen, a big newspaper owner. Of experts there are far too few, but all their cronies get into for more than really ought to do. And many a party donor is satisfied completely true, that all the cronies get into for more than really ought to do. And many a party donor. These noble lords are also free to sell defective PPE, and this one did with greatest glee. For this you may malign her, despite her this you well may own. The house of lords has greatly grown. It's now the largest house that's known, except of course in China. Despite the extra peers they sent, the lords may still not be content with laws received from government, and find they all are shoddy. Yes, shoddy, and find they all are shoddy. In short, whoever you may be, to this conclusion you'll agree. When everyone is somebody, then no one's anybody. Now that's the way that's going to be. To this conclusion we agree. When everyone is somebody, then no one's anybody. And now I have some news that I must communicate. His Grace, the Duke of Plaza, Toro, Her Grace, the Duchess, and their beautiful daughter, Casilda. Oh, I say, their beautiful daughter, Casilda. We heard you! Have arrived in Barataria, and will be here at any moment.
The Duke and the Duchess are nothing to us.
Oh, but their beautiful daughter, I say, their beautiful daughter. Oh, you are a lucky dog, one of you.
I think you're a very incomprehensible old man.
Not a bit! I'll explain. When you, whichever you are, were but a little baby, you, whichever you are, were married to a little girl who has grown up to become the most beautiful young woman in Spain. That little lady has come to claim you, whichever you are, in but half an hour. And I congratulate that one, whichever it is, with all my heart.
Married when a baby? But we were married 3 months ago.
One of you. Only one. The other, whichever it is an unintentional bigamist.
Well, upon my word.
Hey, who are these young people?
Who are we? Their wives, of course.
Their wives? Oh dear. Oh, this is very awkward. Oh, this complicates matters. Dear, oh dear, what would Her Majesty say?
And do you mean to say that one of these monarchs was already married?
And that neither of us will be a queen?
That was the idea I had intended to convey.
Oh, Tessa, my dear child.
Oh, get away, perhaps it's you.
My poor, poor little woman.
Don't! Who knows whose husband you are?
And pray, why didn't you tell us about it before they left Venice?
Because if I had, then no earthly temptation would have induced these gentlemen into leaving two such extremely fascinating and utterly irresistible little ladies.
There's something in that.
What? I should also add that you may not be held long in suspense. The nursemaid who raised the young prince has been found and is now located in the torture chamber, waiting for me to interview her.
Oh, poor girl, should you go and put her out of her misery?
Oh, no, there's no hurry. She's all right. She has the rack and the thumb screws to keep her occupied. To say nothing of the treadmill, the weights, and the rowing machine. However, I will go and interrogate her, and in the meantime, might I impress upon the two of you in the absolute propriety of being single young ladies? Good evening.
Oh, here's a pleasant state of things.
Delightful. One of us is married to one young lady, nobody knows which. And the other is married to one young lady, nobody can identify.
And one of us is married to one of you, and the other is married to nobody. Which of you is married to which of us, and wants to become of the other?
Oh, it's quite simple. You see, 3 wives to 2 husbands. That's 2/3 of a husband to each wife.
Oh, Mount Vesuvius, here we are in arithmetic. My good sir, one can't marry a vulgar fraction.
I say! A vulgar fraction indeed!
We are getting rather mixed. The situation is entangled. Let's try and calm me out.
In a contemplative fashion and a tranquil frame of mind, free from every kind of passion, some solution let us find. Let us grasp the situation, solve the complicated plot. Quiet, calm deliberation disentangles every knot. I know Duchess said you that's a portion slice of love. He's right and the flame of mine. He's a duck. Oh, you're the victor to your married battle, that is clear. He's particularly let us find. He's a devil.
Just what I will say that I can put it in a song. Which override and sin I ought to have a nice.
I can Tessa willy-nilly, all at once having to fail. She is what I call a silly, so she answers pretty well. She's a silly, so she answers pretty well.
Now when we were busy, there's someone flashy, thus that's clear.
And if I can have all pictures, I can send her away with a flame or
That young lady married to receive her but refused.
if I didn't take her, I must donate it to she and aristocratic.
Grasp the situation,
solve the I have to take her, I want to marry the man of my heart. If she marries, you're a spinster. So
tittle, tot. At 20.
She's excelled by none.
At 20.
She's excelled by none. At 21.
She's excelled by none.
She comes to claim the royal hand. The graces of the noble places of the king who rules this goodly land. He prays and calls his hand.
Be good enough to inform His Majesty that His Grace, the Duke of Plaza Toro Limited, has arrived and begs
Desires.
Demands.
and demands an audience. And now, my love, prepare to receive the husband to whom you are united under such interesting and romantic circumstances.
But which one is it? There are two of them.
It is true that at present His Majesty is a double gentleman. But as soon as the circumstances of his marriage are ascertained, he will, ipso facto, boil down to a single gentleman, thus presenting a unique example of an individual who becomes a single man and a married man by the same operation.
I have known instances where the characteristics of both conditions have existed concurrently in the same individual.
Ah, he couldn't have been a Plaza Toro.
Oh, couldn't he though?
Well, whatever happens, I shall of course be a dutiful wife. But I can never love my husband.
Oh, I don't know. It's extraordinary what an unprepossessing people one can love, if one puts one's mind to it.
I loved your father.
My dear, that remark was a little hard, I think. Rather cruel, perhaps. Somewhat uncalled for, I venture to believe.
It was very difficult, my dear, but I said to myself, that man is a duke, and I will love him. Several of my relations bet me that I couldn't, but I did, desperately. On the day that I was wedded to your admirable sire, I acknowledge that I dreaded an explosion of his ire. I was overwhelmed with panic, for his temper was volcanic, and I didn't dare revolt, for I feared another revolt. I was always very wary, for his fury was ecstatic, his refined vocabulary most unpleasantly emphatic. To the thunder of his tartar, I knocked under like a martyr. When intently he was fuming, I was gently unassuming. When reviling me completely, I was smiling very sweetly. I was smiling very sweetly, very sweetly, giving him the very best and getting back the very worst. That is how I try to tame your great progenitor at first, giving him the very best and getting back the very worst. That is how I try to tame your great progenitor at first. But I found the reliance of my threatening appearance, and a resolute defiance of my rightful interference, and a central inclination of my face determination to see what I could do, to be wife and husband too, was the only thing required for to make his temper supple, and you couldn't have required a more reciprocating couple, ever willing to be willing. We were feeling, we were moving. When I merely from him parted, we were nearly broken-hearted. When in sequel reunited, we were eager
what a shady family he is married into, he will repudiate the contract altogether.
Shady? A nobleman shady? Who is blazing in the lustre of unaccustomed pocket money? A nobleman shady? Who is vote upon a premium? Oh, fine.
Your Majesty is surely unaware that the moment that His Majesty came before the public, he was applied for over and over again.
My dear, Her Majesty's daughter was Her Majesty's husband's father. He was applied for over and over again, and very urgently applied for too, long before he was registered as a liability act.
To help unhappy commoners and add to their enjoyment, affords a man of noble rank congenial employment. Of our attempts we offer you examples illustrative. The work is light, and I may add, it's most remunerative. Small titles and orders for mayors and recorders, I get to have aldermen knighted.
Yes, aldermen knighted.
I find I can handle a government scandal and schemes with which they are blighted.
With which they are blighted.
I have as a hobby the bookmaker's lobby. They add a large sum to my making.
Large sum to his makings.
At charity dinners, the best of sweet spinners, I get 10% of the takings.
1/10 of the takings. I present any lady whose conduct is shady and smacking of doubtful propriety.
Doubtful propriety.
When virtue would wash her, I take her whitewasher and launch her in first-rate society.
First-rate society.
I use my good contacts for love and contrast, for goods that will never be wanted.
Never are wanted.
You'll find I'm persistent if they are resistant. It's true that I never am daunted.
She never is daunted. Now we can relax as we bear their taxes. Our scheme is as safe as a condom.
As safe as a condom.
Unlocked, unfolding, a baby I holding, I'm clearly we're treated as non-doms.
We're treated as non-doms.
When there's a pandemic, obey the pandemic. Make sure that your staff are all furloughed.
Your staff are all furloughed.
And then in the crisis, we whack up our prices and never pay back what that girl owed.
Don't pay what that girl owed. At the hint of a rip-off, I'm happy to tip off a dubious kind of developer.
Kind of developer.
I speak about Canada, accept a backhander, and very large profits enveloper.
Profits enveloper.
I write matters patent on Madison's patent, and use any others you mustn't.
Delete mustn't.
And now my collection derives its perfection from somebody's soap when it doesn't.
It certainly doesn't. We're ready as witness to anyone's fitness to fill any place or promotion.
A place or promotion. We often are vying to practice our line. We do so with utter devotion.
With utter devotion.
It's sure to rekindle the soul of the swindle. We'll sing what it's into his heart to his interpretations. Or would we get better, you cannot do better. And roll out a duke or a duchess.
A duke
or a duchess.
Their Majesties. Your Majesty.
The Duke of Plaza, Toro, I believe.
The same. Allow me to present...
The young lady one of us is supposed to have married?
Gentlemen, I am the most obedient servant of one of you. Oh, Louis.
I am now about to address myself to the gentleman whom my daughter married. The other may allow his attention to wander if he likes, for what I am about to say does not concern him. Sirs, you will find in this young lady a combination of excellencies which you would search for in vain in any young lady who had not the good fortune to be my daughter. There is some little doubt as to which of you is the gentleman I am addressing, and which is the gentleman who is allowing his attention to wander. But when that doubt is solved, I shall say, still addressing the attentive gentleman, take her, and may she make you happier than her mother has made me.
Sir!
If possible. And now, there is a little matter to which I think I am entitled to take exception. I come here in state with Her Grace the Duchess and Her Majesty my daughter. And what do I find? Do I find, for instance, a guard of honour to receive me? No.
No.
The town illuminated? No.
No.
Refreshments provided? No.
No.
A royal salute provided? No.
No.
Triumphal torches elected? No.
No.
The bell set ringing?
No. No.
Yes. One. The visitors. And I rang it myself. Oh, it is not enough. It is not enough.
I'm ever so sorry. But you see, I was born in a gondola. And my idea of politeness extends to taking off my hat for my subjects when they give me a tip.
That's all very well in itself, but it's not enough.
I'll take off anything else within reason.
But a royal salute to my daughter. It costs so little.
Papa, I don't want to salute.
My dear sir, when we find out which one of us is allowed to take that liberty, your daughter may have all the royal salutes she desires.
As for guards of honor and triumphalaches, you don't know our people. They wouldn't stand it.
No, they're very offhand indeed.
Oh, but you mustn't allow that. You must keep them in proper discipline. You must impress your court with your importance. You want deportment, carriage.
But we have a carriage.
Manner, dignity. There must be a good deal of this sort of thing. And a little of this sort of thing. And possibly a soupçon of this sort of thing. And so on. Oh, it's very useful and most effective. Just attend to me. You are a king, I am a servant. Very good.
Grave and serious, who is about to kiss your hand, try to combine opposing fears with a demeanor nobly bland. Let us combine opposing fears with a demeanor nobly bland. That's if anything too unbending, too aggressively
for your hand with conscious pride. Take an attitude not too stately, still sufficiently dignified.
Now for an attitude not too stately, still sufficiently dignified.
Once-ly, twice-ly, once-ly, twice-ly, bow impressively where you like. Capital those, report it nicely. That is the style of thing, precisely.
Capital, report it nicely. That is the style of thing, precisely.
Oh, sweet to earn a novel's price. Count them both, recording nicely. Suppose he's right in what he says. This is the style of things precisely.
The old birds have left the young chicks to get to know each other better. I think that's what they call tact.
It's very awkward. We really ought to tell her how we're situated. It's not fair to the girl.
Well, why don't you go and do it?
Well, I'd rather not. You.
Madam, we,
Gentlemen,
both of us.
I am bound to listen to you, but it is only right to tell you that I was married in infancy and I'm head and ears in love with somebody else.
Ah, how marvellous. We are, in fact, head and ears in love with someone else as well. In fact, two persons, in fact, are wives.
Your wives? Then you're married?
It's not our fault.
We knew nothing about it.
We are sisters of misfortune.
Oh, my good girls, I don't blame you. But before we go any further, we really should come to some arrangement, or we shall get hopelessly complicated.
Here is a case of precedented, here a king and queen is sad. Ever since marriage was first invented, never was known a case so hard. I may be settled and be bisected by profound catastrophe.
There was a habit of your extent, the only visible into three.
I may be said to have been bisected. On one soul, how can you call marriage a state of unity? An excellent husbands are bisected, as I defend
let him forthwith be crowned.
As prudence, so I understand, did